So we are now moving in to the second part of our Horde night. We've got the idea for a base. We started construction, but it's time to upgrade that to cobblestone and make sure that it's going to stand up against the Horde. There's no point in having a Horde base if they're just going to walk right through it. And trust me, for Horde night, we need it. Now we are playing on the second hardest difficulty, so the zombies are quite tough to put down, and they also slap for a fair bit of health. But we do have it on the lowest possible number of enemies for the first Horde night. Every Horde night, from here on out, the number of enemies will increase within the settings by 1. So I think this one is 4, the next one is 6, and then we go up to 8. And it continues to add 1 to that every single Horde night that we have. And we did it this way because one of us was having computer issues and couldn't handle too many Zeds on screen at once. And second reason is we've never played on anything other than, I think it's Scavenger. It's not the easiest difficulty, it's the second easiest is what we normally play on. This was our first time playing on a harder difficulty, so we kind of just wanted to ease into it, and that's why we chose to do that. We thought it'd be nice, good evolution, especially because in the story this is set just a few days or just a couple of weeks after the outbreak. So essentially this virus hasn't had that amount of time to sort of expand and taint a lot of people and convert them into zombies. Instead, it's still very fresh, very young, and we are still seeing the numbers growing, and that just kind of fit the story, and we do like to make the story a focal point here. And I say we, there are 2 other people playing on the servers, but they kind of go about their own adventure. We have our own adventure. Sometimes we interact, but for the most part it's just you and me. And I think without any further ado, if you would like to join us on our adventure and subscribe to our community, then feel free to do so. And let's get in to the episode. So I'm starting to think that these chicken coops are like when you search a chicken. Oh, 12 eggs. That's actually really good. That's the first lot of eggs I've gotten out of these chicken coops yet. And I've searched them probably about 10 times at this point. Or maybe about 6. I think it's about 6. I was going to make up bacon and eggs here, but it requires a pan. I don't think it does when we're over here, though. I think I can still make it up here, and it still costs the same, so we'll just make it up here instead. Now it's back to upgrading. Okay, so the anvil is done, which means we can put that in there. We can go ahead and make our pan. We may as well make the mocha while we're here. And I think we've already done all of these other ones so far. The cocktail shaker's locked. What about the kitchen knife? Do I need the anvil for that? I felt like there was something else that we needed the anvil to make. It might just have been those 2. So the important one, oh yeah, the other one does go in here. So the important one is the cooking pan. It also requires a cooking pot, I've just realized. That might have been what we needed, to be fair, for the other one. I did go and I did grab the other thing, the mocha, or muka, whatever you want to, however you want to produce that. Oh no, that does require a pan, the bacon and eggs, so not the cooking pot. Okay. I like it, well, 2 of those go on there. The other one, I'm not so sure what happens to that. But we definitely need to eat some bacon and eggs, because, I am starving. So I did go ahead and make up a couple of cabinets so we can put there. And then we can put down our little knife and cutting board on this side, along with the knife in it. Then we've kind of got a little bit of a kitchen going on here. We can store like the plates and the shepherd's pie stuff straight into the cupboard. We can also put our bacon in there. We can put our food in here that we are using to cook with. Now I don't think these are going to be all that good, but I figured we'd make up 4 of the grilled pork chops. I just made the pork chops to see what we could do with them. And I am curious to see how they stack up to the bacon and eggs. Now, we already have quite a few things crafting in here, but there's one more thing that I want to do very quickly. And that is this player vending machine. This just allows us to be able to sell stuff to the other players. And I think it's good to have one of those because we can start putting some like pork chops in there and eggs and bacon and things like that. And we can help the other communities out by selling our other goods to them. And I did finish getting this all woodened up. It's all done on all sides. I haven't done the pathway going up to the edge of the road yet. I'm still a little bit indecisive on exactly what I want to do here, but I know one thing I want to do here. And that has to do with those farm plots that we made up. We can just put these down here. And there's 2 things that I want to grow out here. I want to grow cotton. I also want to grow chrysanthemums. And maybe we even grow golden rod flowers when we get the mineral water recipe. But I need some cotton seeds, which means I need some cotton. It seems that I have awoken a feral. It most definitely does not like spike traps. Okay, I actually want to be the one to land the finishing blow on you. Now, my main trouble is, if we look, you can see that Miss Abyss is right up there on her bed. She hosts this world on her computer, and she needed to go to the toilet. So she's over here, and we're keeping her safe. So I don't want to go too far away from the house. I want to make sure I can hear. I just don't think there are any more cotton around here. I think this is like pretty much the only cotton. And naturally, we've got a lumberjack here. So I already took out one, and then I noticed the lumberjack was here too. Oh yeah, I need to make up more arrows. Of course I do. Thankfully, it appears there is a huge cotton field and cryanthium field just across the road from us. Except for this one. This one belongs to Rect. So I've managed enough cotton to be able to make about 8 seeds here, and this should be enough to get our little pathway here started, or at least our little crop field started. I'm thinking maybe we do half cotton and half red tea in the or cryanthiums in the end, but I'm not going to turn the cryanthiums into seeds just yet. Instead, we're going to set ourselves up for some red tea. So the grilled pork chops, I mean, they're a good backing one for when we don't get any eggs, so maybe we'll oh, there's a screamer outside. I've been dealing with constant interruptions, ferals, screamers, wandering hordes. I am busy. Oh man, this is actually turning out pretty badly. There's a cop coming in. Because, you know, why would there not be? Oh, my day just can't get any worse. And of course, I run around the front to deal with these two. There's the third screamer here, rather. Right, let's get one more heal on so that we are prepared. I disagree that you could hit me. I literally chopped your hand off. Do not tell me there is a fourth screamer. Oh, here goes another heal. I can just see him running from over there. And look at them. They're everywhere. There's 2 cops.
Can I borrow you, babe?
No. No, you really can't. Oh, I see you're having the same issues I'm having.
Shit, where did you get yours come from?
This is my 5th screamer.
Holy shit. Okay, I'll try and hello them away. Darn it, I was fucking fucked up there.
Okay, we're going to use this as cover. Okay, he's going to blow up. That's fine. That's 1 cop less to deal with. I don't think you're hitting me. You can hit him instead, although I disagree that you kind of reached that far. I do not want him to blow up in my face. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Righty, how are we dealing over here? I can hear someone wailing away on something in here. Can you please not put a hole in my freshly decorated door? Wall, rather.
I thought I had it bad. I turned around and you've got 50 of them coming your way.
5 screamers.
I heard them, but then I thought, okay, I heard a scream. I was like, where is she coming from? And then nothing. And I look over you and you had a couple. And then I had gained one on my land and she brought a couple. And then I turned around and you got loads.
Now that we're safe, we can actually read some of these books that we found. We found quite a few of these zombie hunter ones. But more importantly, we found some stone axes, so, you know, scrap, scrap, scrap. So, we can make a tier 5 primitive bow. That's an upgrade of 2 tiers. Or quality 5, should I say. I keep saying tiers. I mean quality. I know what I mean. And then we can also make up some iron arrows. The ammunition right here. We'll go ahead and we'll make up 119 of those because we can carry that. So that makes a perfect sense of why we should make up that many. Because why would it not? Okay. Now I do feel slightly bad about not being able to help Biss out. And she did die. I mean, we did have our own problems. So we've got a spare wrench and she keeps borrowing mine. So I'm just going to give her this one. Hello, Abyss.
Hello?
I bring you a present. A gift.
What do you bring me?
There it is. You can have it. Because you died and I couldn't help you. It's a bit cozy in here, but also very cramped. I see you've got a Mona Lisa.
Kind of already got one.
Yeah, but that's a scrap wrench. I just gave you the better one, the next tier up, you know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
better. But I'm going now. So now I want to talk a little bit about the Horde base, because there's still work to be done. There is at that. One of those jobs is widening this staircase here to be 3 wide. The only trouble is if I do that, that means this middle one is always going to be cobblestones. So, I kind of want to get the cement mix and see if I can get enough cement to do this one into concrete. And then whatever's left over, we can worry about the rest of the base. But, that's there's a lot of jobs to be done. So, I need mechanical parts. No, I only need 10. Oh, that's 2 duct tape in this sedan. So I'm hoping to just be able to sneak into this motel and dismantle both the cars and get the 10. I got 9, but thanks to this ice machine, I was able to get up to 11. Right then, that's the cement mix and crafting up. And the problem with this is we're going to chomp through stone. Like, I totally mean chomp through stone in this. We've also got the iron arrows made up as well. So for me, it is back off to the mine shaft. I've grabbed 5,000 and that's a good place to start. So if I've done the math correctly, I'm going to have to go down into that mine 3 times to get 15,000 cobblestone, or rather stone. So I'm going to break that down into 5 tricks, but I just heard that this, oh my god, the number is red. The number is red. So that changes up our plans somewhat. I want to craft the regular forge because for some reason this, the challengers, the oak raven forge that I crafted before, if I can remember where the challenges are, hasn't actually counted as a forge. So I'm going to make up the regular one. So what I'm kind of hoping we can do is we can put like a bracket up here, a bracket here. Then we can come in with a plate, put the advanced rotation on, and that gets us that. And then I'm hoping that we can just snug this up there. Yes, we can. And of course, we do need to power it. So snug them up like that. There is cement making in each of them. It's going to take a while to be able to make the amount of cement that I want. But with it being Horde night tonight, I definitely want to do some work on this base. So at least it is operational. Which is going to require 10 mechanical parts, so I need to start stripping some more cars down. And with those mechanical parts, we can make the iron roll-up door, which is an instrumental part of my plan. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily just put a block here. Well, not temporarily, it's going to be a permanent block. But I'm going to expand the staircase 1 in each direction. I'm just not going to bring it all the way down to here. Now, of course, doing it like this, because when you've just got one row, they all tend to clamber up there, and eventually the cops blow up, the downstairs gets a bit destroyed. At least this way, they've got 3 blocks to walk upon, and they're not all hunched together. Now, for these sort of barriers, we're going to have them like twofold. There's going to be one here, and another one on this. Now, I'm using the scaffolding ladder, because this is a block you can actually hit through. So when they're down here, I can hit them. Oh, that's actually going to deal damage to that. But, you know, for the most part, I should be able to hit them without them being able to hit me. For me, I'm going to use a combination of 2 different shapes. I'm going to use this cube half shape right here because this protrudes out just a little bit. So it means that I'm a little bit away from there and they can't quite reach me. At least that's my hope anyway. And on the other side, we're going to put the plate variant of this shape, I think. Yeah, like this. And then over here, what I'm going to do is we're going to add these rails in when it lets me. Going all the way down the side. This should funnel them this way. And then on this side, we're going to just put some archers so it looks like an actual fighting position. We'll grab this block and all. That block can go now. And we can build this up. And there we go. We've got our fighting position, which will now upgrade a cobblestone. And to kind of keep them from climbing up and piling on top of one another, I'm going to put this shape there. And then we can copy these bars and double layer them on this side. Then we can cage it up a little bit with these shapes here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach those ones back there. Oh, I can. I've set the cement mixer to produce some crushed sand. We're doing 2,500 for now. Then that iron door that we made up, we'll put here. This way, the zombies walk in. They walk onto the door. We fight them off at the position. They get too much. I'm thinking I can open it, drop them down, close it back up, and they can just do the whole loop again, all the way back up here. Now, I do want to think about these sort of segments here, and I'm not too worried about getting these ones up to concrete because, if I'm honest, these aren't going to take a battering. So, for now, I'm kind of like okay with them just being simple wood structures. But I do want to get some sort of clearage. I do want to be able to see out of here. So, what I'm thinking is we use bars on the sides and these sort of curved shapes like this. Then we can add in a roof, prevent the vultures from spraying down upon us. And then, give it a bit of a fixer-upper. And I would definitely say that that's looking good. We've got a good view of the fighting platforms here. We can go up here, we can survey the area, see what damage is occurring to our house. We can come over here, survey the area here, keep an eye on Abyss, although I know she's elsewhere for the night. And then we've got these kind of rooms over here, which, if I'm honest, I kind of want to repeat the same design that we've got going on here. So I've got the windows sort of in place up here, and it's now looking like a bit more of a fort. But time's getting away from me. We need to go and do some other preparations for the night. The first one is I definitely need to make sure that I have that cement. So I'm thinking I've got another perk point that I could put into strength, which can put us one more into mother loader. That'll shorten the amount of time I'm gathering resources. Also, brewing up 10 coffee won't harm. So while I haven't quite got as much as I wanted, I figured This is going to take some time to mix up, so I might as well bring back what I've got and get that mixing up. I think I'm going to go mining for maybe till, it's nearly 4, maybe till about 5 o'clock. See what I can grab. So, I want to craft some new armor for Horde Night. So, I'm just scrapping some of the old armor that we don't need. The scavenger gloves can go. We can't get rid of the primitive stuff because that's not going to give us anything. The lumberjack and the miner is good. The assassins is good. I need a grand total of 12 armor parts, 8, and I'm going to get 12. The only thing I'm missing is leather. So Rect has 12, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford all of that. I am. So I'll take that. That's about all. Oh, no. Actually, no, this is really good. Dog is really good. There's 22 leather. Yeah, I forgot how much I needed now. And 6, 12, 18, 24. So we're nearly there. Although I have just drew the attention of a bunch of Zeds by shooting. That's quite a lot of Zeds. We will employ Spike Trap Mastery, which dealt with the vast majority of them. To be fair, I'd have just left. My bike was back there. I needed my bike. I'm kind of hoping like there's sofas back here. I'm hoping these are leather, not cloth. They are. Turns out it's actually 15 per. I've managed to scrape up 38. We've also got a couple more armored up boxes. I've been in all of the rooms downstairs. I don't really want to go tottering around upstairs. I think we'll call this good. So that should be enough to craft up 2. But if I can get these boar traps to activate, I can actually turn the boar into leather. I'm not sure how much leather they give us, but we might be able to get some. So I'm hoping that they trigger before, well, soon. Soon is what I'm hoping. Meanwhile, we've got about 450 concrete, so I want to go and start doing a little bit of upgrading up there. So thinking about what we want to upgrade, we want to make sure that our fighting position is the first thing that we upgrade. And as far as that concrete goes, it didn't go that far. Like, this is pretty much all we managed to do with that. Well, there's a bellow of thunder. That's a warning. T-minus, what is it, 4 hours now? Now, we need to get out of jail free cards. So, I'm going to say 5 hay bales. And you can never have enough weaponry, so we'll also craft ourselves up some pipe bombs. And by the get out of jail free card, what I mean is this. We're going to put some hay bales down here. Then we should be able to just fall down there without much worry. We will remove these 2 bottom ladders, by the way, when we go up there. So I'm just putting in some corner blocks here to give them more to munch through. Just on a couple of the supports. I mainly just would like an extra level. I think 1 more level and I should be set for this blood moon. That's a bunch of those done. But I'm kind of running low on wood. But I've still got some cobblestone rocks. So I figured it's time that the house gets somewhat of an upgrade. There we have it, level 36. I actually have 2 skill points to spend. I didn't realize that I had 2. I thought I only needed 1. Okay, so what I want to put them into. The first one is I want to put it. Oh, I don't have enough. I have to put 1 into perception. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to put 2 into heavy armor. Because the armor that I want to use is the Raider armor. We'll do with the Raider outfit. We'll also go with the Raider gloves. I've got a tier 2. Oh, did that not? I still have enough. No, I don't have enough leather. I thought I did. Oh, man, I thought I did. Now, I kind of want to be somewhat conservative with the concrete that we've got because we don't have that much. So I think by just upgrading the fighting position is the only real concrete I want to spend. That leaves us with about 56 because we are going to have to construct repairs. I just want to check. Can I actually open this? I can. Can I close it? Yes, it's a little bit janky, but I can definitely do it. I see boar traps. I see the boar traps. Oh, beautiful. That'll give me 40 leather. So I'm being prepared. I bought the shotgun. I know this only holds like 1 shell, but we'll have it just in case. I've got the junk rifle. I've got the pistol all repaired up. Now all I need to do is sort my armor out. Well, we're looking really good in this. I just need to grab a few more things like repair materials. And we need to get moving. It's nearly time. Ready, I think I'm prepared. Up we go. Let's take... Up we go. Now I used my big brain because I thought I'm bringing the concrete mixer with us. I'm bringing the cement mixer, okay? That way I can make repairs on the fly. I've got iron with me. Not a lot of iron, admittingly. I probably should go and see if I can get some more out of the forge. Not a chance. We don't have any iron in there. I've got to hope that door holds up. I brought a torch for me. That'll go. Yeah. That'll go there. That'll go there. Now I have left this open so that I can shoot vultures. Did I remember to bring my arrows? I did. Okay, I think I've got everything that I will need. I didn't bring my medikits. I mean, I've got my first aid bandages. I would have really liked the medikits. I don't think I'm going to make it back in time. Well, here we go. It's 10 o'clock. Well, I see some coming in.
Don't forget.
Here they come. We're in for the second wave. Should we try the shotgun? It doesn't really do that much damage. At least we're at a point where we can search them. Ooh, Grandpa's moonshine. Nice. We'll keep hold of that just in case we fall down or something. How nice of you to finally make it up here. We'll have a snack. Our health's a little bit low. Now this is the first of many blood moons we will be facing. And with each one, the horde will thicken. Here comes the spider. It's difficult, but it's doable. There we go. Oh, you had an iron pickaxe level 2. Oh, wow, nice. Had a small chance to mine rare gems from ore. That's actually what I wanted. I'm after diamonds. Oh, I hear the howling of a dog. Yeah, it is most definitely a dog. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Yeah, I don't know where that thing went. Oh no, you folks are holding up, but I got a freaking dire wolf. Dire wolf has been dealt with. Well, my heart's going 10 to dozen. Actually, that held up fairly well against that dire wolf. At least we put the mother shiter down. I don't normally make a habit of this. I'm heavily against what I'm about to do. But fuck you! I don't like cursing in my videos. But I put down a dire wolf. In the early game, well, 9 days in. We're going to say the early game because I want to be... That's why you don't mess with the devil. Face me, dire wolf, and you will dance with the devil, for I am Lucifer. The deal maker, the deal broker, the king of all you see. Okay, I'm going to stop bragging now before it decides to send me a second dire wolf and a third and a fourth, until eventually this place falls down. I heard the howlings of a dog. Then I saw a dog pop his head up. I killed the dog. Then I saw it. The big, glowing, orange, deepening eyes just looking at me over the edge before it decided to charge right at my position. About 90 rounds of 7.62 later, it's finally a piece of history. Hello, my dude, how you doing? Oh, you're not doing very well, are you? Sure, you can have one right between the eyes. Oh, you just want to tank that? Have a second, and a third, and a fourth. Are you going to survive the 6th? No, you died, but you dropped in a loot bag. Now I'm going to use a hack that Abyss thought of. So, if we're stood on it, we slowly regenerate health. Hang on a moment. Righty, thank you very much for that. Yeah, the dogs seem to really favour that particular rail. They think of the knick-knack paddywhack, give the dog a bone, and that's his bone. Watch your health, Abyss.
No, I know. Fell into a few bit of a situation there.
There's another pooch. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Bye-bye, loot bags. I'll come and get you when I'm done, I promise. So, I just want to repair this junk machine gun. Just on the off chance that we get a second dire wolf. Well, he got one shot, Ed. Bye-bye, Ed. Yep, of course, here he comes, number 2. Alright, the second direwolf is slowly losing health. Yes! Second direwolf down! That's 2 direwolves! That's 2 frickin' direwolves tonight. Okay, here we go. We might have to conduct some repairs in a moment. Have we repelled the attack? I don't see any more. I'm gonna hang out up here until the allotted time, I think. Well, I've braved it to come down here. Yeah, and I'm not really seeing much in the way of any foes. It does look like we've managed to send them packing tonight. These are our spoils down here. So we'll start with the yellow ones, because they're usually not the best ones. Vehicle Adventure Magazine, that's great. 4 Vehicle Adventure Magazines in that one loot bag. Holy crap, that's actually a really good find. We got the nerd outfit, which is great. Some more armored up. And for the orange one, we got the nerd goggles. Oh, yes. Is that the one that allows us to get better? Increased experience gain. Oh, okay. That's just in Sprig. We got the wiring 101. We also got the retracting stock mod, which is nice. Few armor parts, which is great. That was actually a pretty good find. But there is that second direwolves pack that's still up there. Yeah, there's this one. So let's hope we get something really good out of this. Wiring 101, armored up. Yeah, we got the duct tape. No, actually, this one was pretty naff. I want to see just like how things are doing from this side. Like, oh, actually, that's. Well, we got a skill point. At least that's good. Yeah, but all of this seems to have held up really well. It did better than I was expecting. Mostly, we lost a block down here. We lost a block here. Yes, for most of the good stuff, this is kind of what we found. We saw some of this already, but some of this is what I just picked up off of the scavenging corpses, mainly with these zombie hunter ones, and this Wasteland magazine here. I'm going to keep a hold of the vehicle adventures for now. I want to make a nerd outfit and then read them, obviously get more to count, because it's one of those skill trees that I hate progressing through the most. So we are going to do the nerd outfit for that, but it's the only book in the series that we're actually going to do it for. The rest we're not. The rest is actually pretty cool here. You know, we got peas and pears and soup. I mean, what's not to like about peas, pears, and soup? And we did manage a skill point tonight. So I think given the avenue that we're going down, archery is a good idea for us. So we'll go ahead and we'll put another one into archery. Well, there's the glorious sound. We have officially survived a blood moon, which is fan-diddly-tastic. So, what a hodgepodge of an adventure we had. I set out with the goal today to be able to make a horde base and survive the horde night, and we very much did achieve that. 2 freaking direwolves. Like, I can't believe it, man. 2 direwolves. What a struggle they were. They took a lot of taking out, but we did indeed manage it. We live to see another day. 9 days survived on the second hardest difficulty. We are doing something right. But that is it for this adventure. I am beat. I have had one heck of a day, folks. So I'm going to sit back here in the chair. I'm going to put my legs up. And I'm going to catch a few disease while you guys take watch. And I'll see you in the next adventure. Oh boy. Oh boy. Direwolves, for me, are the biggest threat that we can face. They can smack you and they break your leg. And they deal a lot of damage. We cannot outrun them. We do not have a gun to deal with them. Our melee weapon isn't up to par. And our armor definitely isn't going to stand up to a direwolf. So I am so glad that I decided to build this horde base. Like, prior to this, I was thinking, okay, it's the first night. Maybe I just go and find a building. We've got 4 enemies per player. That's only 4 to deal with on any wave. I could probably deal with that with spike traps in a street. And there was a part of me that, like, before I sat down to record this episode that was like, maybe I do that for the first adventure. But then I'm like, well, it's not going to be very good for YouTube if I'm just running around in the street or just on top of a building. It's not going to work out. It's not going to feel like I should be doing that on YouTube. I feel like if I'm going to do this, then I need to put in some effort for a horde base and focus on that. And I am so glad that I did, because we had not one but 2 dire wolves show up. And if you want, you can freaking bite me. No, don't bite me, actually. But you get the picture, right? Bugger off, dire wolf. Not on my base. And there's an episode coming up, and I don't know if it's the next episode or the following episode after that. It's going to be called, it's like a spin-off episode, because it's called The Misadventures. And we had a mod that basically... Come on, doggy. Come on. In your pop. Interruptions. So we added a mod in a couple of episodes, in the Misadventures episode, that adds wandering hordes. Guess what? Direwolves. Lots. And lots of direwolves. We took the mod out in the end, but it's called the Misadventures. It is coming up in the near future, and I am looking forward to actually editing that and showing you guys the Misadventures. And yeah, so if you would like to join our community and subscribe to our adventure, then feel free to do so, and do it for Doggo here, who seems to be making an appearance in quite a lot of these episodes, doesn't he? I love you, boy. I do. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. I like you more than I like my wife. I do. I like you more than I like Abyss. You don't bite me. Abyss